guys, 2 runs today. We've got a really short run to start us off down to Newport. Beautiful part of Newport, oh you should see it. Bit of reverse down the back of an old shopping centre, sort of derelict like, you know, it's just all the windows smashed in and everything, so that's always a nice one in the morning. Hoping I don't wake up the homeless people who are sleeping in the smashed up building behind. But yes, we're down to Newport first. It's only going to take me literally 10-12 minutes to get up there, I think. It's only around the corner. I said that there'll be traffic, we'll have to divert. But no, we're over to Newport, quick drop there, back then to the yard. And I've got to pick up a different trailer then and then go off to Aldershot, which is one I haven't been to before, so should be an interesting one. I seen one of the other drivers on the way out, he asked where I was going, I told him, you know, Newport, Aldershot. He said, oh, Aldershot's alright, you just drive up round the back and then you're in. So, he's the one that told me all the other yards will be fine. So who knows if we're going to get an Aldershot. It might be a straightforward drive up there, job done. And then, but we're into December now. So this may be one of my last shifts before Christmas now. This might be one of the last shifts. I mean, I've already made myself unavailable for next week because we're going to do, you know, bits of last minute Christmas shopping, visiting family, that sort of stuff. The kids got the nativities and stuff like that in school. So yeah, so next week I've booked off. The week after that we're right before Christmas, so I didn't even know if there'd be a shift offered. So this may well be my last video before Christmas now. Should have put a Christmas hat on, shouldn't I? But yeah, so we have to see how it goes. So yeah, so up to Aldershot today. I'm not entirely sure what that run's going to be like, but we'll soon find out now. So yeah, so literally just pulling out of like the trunking area now. There's a few different depots down by here. You know, what I used to work for is literally right by there. It's next door to the one I'm in now. But yeah, so there's a short little intro. Again, I'll try and get the air camera on, try and get you on board for a few bits, and then we'll just see what the day brings. Hopefully it'll be a nice easy one and there won't be much for you to watch for my sake, but for your sake I expect you want me to end up in the yard where I've got no bloody room to move, so who knows what we're going to have. We'll see how it goes when we get down the road. So we'll leave it at that and we'll see where we are when I come back to you. Right, drop done. I thought I filmed this on the way in, but the battery ran out on the camera, so that's pretty straightforward. Just do a little spinning round manoeuvre. The going out's pretty straightforward now. Follow the road, tight roundabout. But yeah, no, back to the yard now. Aldershot, is it? Aldershot, I think. It's down towards London. Just to see how that goes. So Get out the town centre now, and we'll get moving. Now you sound that guy helped me unload, but they really sound. Have a good chat to him. It took a little bit longer to unload because the lift was a little bit lazy, a little bit slow. Let's let these cross by you. Both lanes here because this is a bit of a swing. Oh, it's freezing out there, freezing. Showing 3 degrees, it feels a lot pretty cooler than that with the breeze, let me tell you. So it's back to the yard now, it should only take 10-15 minutes to get back depending on traffic. Switch out my paperwork, get a new trailer, and then we're off down towards Aldershot. Shouldn't be too bad around that, hopefully. Not been down there before, but we'll soon find out what we're dealing with. Oh, excuse the sniffing. Right, be patient everyone, don't try and squeeze down the side because I'm going to swing. Still trying to do it, look, tiny little bloody electric car. You can see I'm indicating left, and it's still like I'll go down that tiny little car. There we go. Yeah, no, it's not too bad down here. There's some nice little shops down in Newport. But I say that little shopping centre there, unfortunately, is got a little bit tired, a little bit worn out, you know. Not so much the shopping centre, around the back it's become a bit of a derelict type area, which is a shame. But it's the same with a lot of these towns at the moment, you know. At least they're trying to improve it and putting a few quid in, but one. Right guys, I just finished the drop. I wish I carried on filming. When I turned off the head cam, I went in and rang the buzzer and stuff. Loads of cars, taxis, mopeds, all sorts of stuff pulled up. It was a nightmare getting in. Well, it wasn't too bad. It was an easy enough manoeuvre. It was kind of tiptoeing around all the people who were stopped in the way. You know, everyone's kind of expecting me to move before they'll move, and it's like, no, you gotta move so I can move. You know, I'm 45 foot long trailer. So yeah, so we got in there, got unloaded. It's quite an easy unload. It's nice, that one, because once you're in, when you get in eventually, it's a raised bay. So you come in, I pull my ramp out, my lift, and I use that as a bridge. So then rather than going up and down on the ramp 2 pallets at a time, 2 trays at a time, 2 cages at a time, you just back it straight up, get it straight, and you can just walk the pallets and the trays out, and the guy's there to take it. He puts them straight in the warehouse, same you're loading up. So the turnaround in there, even though I was on, how much did I have on board then? So about 40, 45 cages, something like that, you know, full load. It took me about 45 minutes to completely empty it. Well, no, about an hour to completely empty it and reload it. This morning when I did that Newport drop, I had to go up and down the lift. It took me an hour and 20 minutes, and it was only 30 cages. Because you're just waiting up and down, waiting for the lift to go, like. So no, so that was a tidy enough drop. So now I've got to wind my way back out. This town is not built for lorries. It's not built for bloody cars. But the problem is, by this drop, like with a lot of places now, there's a load of takeaways. Like I say, there's a flame grilled chicken place, there's a Burger King on the corner, there's a McDonald's just behind, there's a Domino's. So this little street by here, where there's, you know, double yellow lines everywhere, there's no parking wardens. Everyone coming in here is like Just Eat and Deliveroo and people picking up takeaways and taxis. It's a nightmare. They won't get out your way, like, you know, pain in the ass, all of them. When you get close to the car, they start beeping you. It was like, move. I mean, one fella we were waiting for, he was blocked. It was the main car, it was the Polo on the corner with his hazard lights on the double yellow lines, on a corner. He couldn't have got a worse place to stop. But anyway, he finally turned up. He seen me. He's like, oh, Chinese fella, jumps in his car. So I was like, oh, fair enough, he'll move it. We'll be in now. Jumps in his car, and there's a BMW waiting to get in. There's another van waiting to get out. We're all looking at this guy in a Polo. He jumps in his car, starts the engine, gets out his phone, starts pretty looking at his phone. Everyone was beeping at the same time. The only one beeping was me. It's laughing my head off. So his Polo moved in, so I let everyone else get out my way first, and then I got in then, tidy enough. But I wish I'd filmed it. It was chaos. It's hilarious. There's a lot of kids running around as well, which always worries me, because, you know, they're not aware of what a lorry does in the swings, and half these parents, they're not bloody watching their kids. I mean, it's a pain in the arse down here. So yeah, so I've been in before, so I'm having a cup of tea now, so I've got to take my half-hour break. I've got 45 minutes driving time left before I've got to take my 4.5 hours. But to be honest, with the way the traffic was and the way the roads are here, I can't see me getting to the services or get to a place. I can't remember if there's any lay-bys on the way up that I can pull over. I don't think there was. So I'm thinking I'm better off taking my half hour now, and then I can just straight back then. Straight back. I'm covered. I've had my break earlier for my 6 hours, but this will obviously reset that now. So yeah, so I've got another 21 minutes to kill by here, and then of my half hour, and then I can hit the road then. Hopefully have a nice tidy drive back. You know, it's Friday, so the traffic might be a little bit mad, but I've got to head back towards Bracknell, get on the M4. Once I'm on the M4, you know, it will keep moving. You'll wait a bit of traffic, but at least you're going to keep on moving. And I don't know if this will be my last shift of the year, to be honest. I mean, we're into December now. The shift signing's actually coming thick and fast. I've got the kids' nativity and stuff due. So I'm thinking, well, like I said, I've already said I'm not available for next week anyway, because we're going to do a few little bits and bobs. So I'm thinking, well, there's only another week after that, and that's the week right before Christmas. So I'm thinking I may well just say, look, I'm not available, get into the Christmas spirit. Start chipping away, then bottle of whiskies in the house. There's bottles of whiskey. Get into the Christmas spirit, and then you know, if they're desperate and they get in touch, we'll see if I'm available. But you know, that's the thing with AG, you don't owe them anything. You know, if you're not available, you're not available. They've been pushing it. Like, they're trying to get me to work tomorrow, which is a Saturday. They've messaged me, because I always message you the week before, what's your availability next week? And I told them my availability for this week we're in now was Monday to Friday. And then yesterday they messaged me, do you want Saturday? I said, well, no, I'm not available. Like, you know, if the kids are home, like I said before, the kids are home, I want to be home. You know, they're only kids once they've grown up and moved out. I can work my ass off then. But when they're young and we can do things, I want to do things. You know, best thing in the world is doing stuff with your kids. So I had to come into work this morning and double check with the yard. Double check whether Wilco said I'm available or not. Because last Saturday I had a missed call at bloody 5:30 in the morning. Because like I said, the depot were phoning me saying, "Oh, you know, what time are you going to be in?" I was like, "I'm not in," but they'd already told them I was in. So the fact they've asked me about Saturday, I asked in the depot and said, "Look, is my name down for tomorrow? Because I don't want a phone call at 6 o'clock in the morning and one day I get to stay in bed." So they've checked and no, luckily they haven't said I'm available. So I told them, look, and if they randomly add a date now, call me, because I don't know what they're doing. I mean, if it wasn't for the fact I enjoy driving for this company, I would bail out on this agency. I'd be gone. Sod them. Like I said, I don't know, I'm nothing. But the problem is the company I'm driving for now, which I enjoy driving for, good trucks, like I say, good drops. Everyone on the other side when they're helping you unload a sound. But I mean, if any other agency turned around and got the contract with this company, I'd be gone. That agency's really starting to get on my nerves. Super frustrating, like. But there we go. I'm not gonna have a moan. But yeah, people always love waving at the lorry drivers. I was driving in, there was a fella on a bus stop, bless him, right in the middle of the town, and he was giving it, "Will you be able to beat me on?" Be like, I can't just slam on the horn, you know. On the motorway now and then, if I see kids waving on a bridge, I'll give them a toot toot. But when you're in a built up town, you don't want to just slam the horn, 'cause these horns are bloody loud. Like, I don't want to give someone a heart attack. So yeah, but you see some beauties when you're driving around. So yeah, so that was the update. I might try and film. I probably will film on the way out, because this is a bit of a tight town by here. So I might check the headset back on, film my way back out of here. And yeah, this may well be my last video before Christmas. Because as I'm saying it out loud, I'm thinking, yeah, sod it, like, should get in the Christmas spirit, get the tree up, get the decorations up, and just enjoy Christmas, innit? Enjoy Christmas with the kids, go see the family. You know, especially after a couple of years ago when we all had Christmas stolen off us, didn't we, with the COVID lockdowns and what have you. Now I just think Christmas time, just sod work. Just enjoy it as much as you can, because they can stop. You know, you never would have thought in your life they'd be able to stop you seeing your family for Christmas. You think, you know, take Al and I walk, I'd see your family at Christmas, and yet they just said the word and that was it. We were all locked in, weren't we? So now I just want to be full on Christmas spirit, like full on Christmas spirit. It's just tea. I'm not drinking whiskey yet. Although when I get home tonight, if I get home at tidy time, chip shop obviously first. That's a no-brainer, isn't it? Chip shop, and then I think I might start that whiskey my daughter bought me for my birthday. Yeah, that'd be nice. And I made a banging chocolate cake the other day. I like doing a bit of baking. And you know, I don't know how many of you have read Matilda or seen the film Matilda, and there's the new one coming out now. Well, every time I read it to both my girls, love it. One of my favourite stories. Whenever we're watching the film, there's that scene where he's eating that chocolate cake, innit? Bruce Bogtrotter. He must not eat cake like that. I drool every time I see this guy eating his chocolate cake. I'm absolutely drooling. So the other day, a bit of spare time, I was looking at a couple of the ingredients and I thought, right, let's do it. Found the ingredients for Bruce Bogtrotter's chocolate cake, and I made it. And it's not a massive cake, but it's just so much chocolate. It's so sweet. I mean, it's that sweet. My wife, she loves chocolate. She was halfway through a piece of chocolate. She's halfway through a piece of cake. She's like, I can't eat that. I can't. It's too much. It's gorgeous, but it's just so much chocolate overload. So yeah, I mean, my teenage daughter, 15. Oh, she loves it. She can't get enough chocolate. That could. I know what they're like when they're teenagers. All her legs, innit? She could eat a piece. I could give her another piece, and she'd still bloody eat it. Don't know where they put it all. You know, thin as a bloody rake. Both of the kids, all of them. Just packing the food away. I'm thinking, where the hell's it all going? But yeah. So I think family time from here on in. So this may well be my happy Christmas to you all video. Hope everyone has a fantastic Christmas. And you know, if I get another shift, I'll chuck the head camera on, get a bit of footage for it. But yeah, I'm thinking this might be the last one until after Christmas, and then start of January, then we'll be back in thick and fast, getting as many shifts as we can, and then try and step it up a gear with the videos, try and make them look a bit better. I say the video is just for fun, but like I said, I'm slowly seeing the subscribers creeping up. It's awesome. I'd love to get to 500 now. That's the thing. Now I've hit 320 odd. I think it was 320 last check, something like that. I'm gonna get 500 now. so we can get some more people in. I've changed the music as well for all the ones we're getting copyright strikes. I twisted the music and I found some more music on YouTube now, so hopefully you like the music I'm choosing. And yeah, we just have to see how she goes. But yeah, for now, this might be a happy Christmas to you all. Don't go mad, don't eat too much. But you know you will anyway. I'm gonna go mad, I'm gonna eat too much. Sod, it only happens once a year, doesn't it? But yeah, everyone take care, have a really good one. I dare say you'll see a little bit of footage of me now driving back out of town. And whether I'll do a little outro or not, I don't know. But until then, all the best, yeah? Stay safe, folks.
Ah.